What's up, guys? Options trading isn't just numbers, it's about the life you build. Crispy rides, dope vacations, financial freedom. Invest with vision. See the possibilities, make them happen. Today's video is a game changer. I've used this strategy for just over 5 months and have changed my entire portfolio from just about 30,000 to just under 75,000. Um, Selling puts has been a huge strategy that I've been able to use, and it has worked out great for me. Today, we're going to break down selling puts, one of the most simplest yet most powerful strategies for generating premium cash while potentially snagging stocks at a discount. By the end, you'll know exactly how it works, the risks involved, and when to pull the trigger. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell. We drop no BS trading tips every week. Let's dive in. Before we sell them, let's quickly cover what a put option even is. A put gives the buyer the right to sell a stock at a specific strike price by expiration. As the seller, you're the one writing that put. You're betting the stock won't crash below the strike, so the option expires worthless and you keep the premium. The premium is the cash you collect up front as payment for taking on that risk. Boom, instant income, no stock ownership required. Now, if the stock goes below the strike price, then that is when the break even comes into play, which the premium helps you get in at an even better price than your strike price on the stock. So, for example, Snapchat, if we had a if we sold a put for 750, so 750 would be the strike price, and expiring November 14th, you would get roughly, for one contract, you'd get roughly $60. So that means that $60 would be your premium. So with that $60, it'd bring your break even down to 690. So it's trading right now at 770. You'd be able to get down if it ended November 14th below 750. So if it ended at 730, you would get a break even. So essentially you'd own those 100 shares at 690. This is called option strat. So essentially with the November 14th expiration and your strike price at 750, if it ended at 730, then you would just own the 100 shares at 686, which is your break even. But then if it ended above the 750, so if it ended at $8 or 785, whatever, doesn't matter. It could end at 1050 or 11, but you'd still get that $64, that premium, and then you'd be out of the position, could get into a new opportunity and keep it going. Obviously, if it ended below the 750 and you bought in at 686, well then even if the stock was at trading at 735, and obviously it's below the 750, so you'd have a break even of the 686. So that means you would be up because your 100 shares you bought in at essentially 686, but the stock is trading at 736. So that is such a simple but powerful strategy that is a great way to increase your portfolio and grow it. So let's take a look back at Robinhood. Let me show you guys a couple stocks that I really like. Let's see. So obviously the Snapchat is a great deal right now. Real quick, one thing that I like to look at is I try to shoot for about 5% a month, which is very aggressive. But if we look and say we did sell a put expiring November 14th at 750, well, that would be an 8.5% return. Like I said, I try to shoot for the 5%, and if there's no great opportunities, I'm fine going to 4% or 3%. We just want to stack wins and not decrease our portfolio, because that's the main thing. We just want to increase our portfolio, get it as big as possible, grow it as much as possible. The more you have in there, the faster it grows. So it's like the snowball effect. So that's where I said I shoot for 4 or 5% a month. Well, this is 8.5%. So that just tells you how great of a deal it is. And your break even would then be 688. Let's go back. I want to show you guys some of the stocks I like right now. I like UPS. I think is a good deal. Let's see what some of the opportunities are. So it's trading at 87.21. Let's do an $86 put, because the break even is 82.65. That is a great deal. Is that at that price is very undervalued. So if it ended above $86, well, then you just collected the premium and got out. So this would be a great example. This would be roughly 4%. So this would be a great example. And if there's not a whole lot of deals that I like or feel comfortable, well, then I would rather get 4% than lose 5-10%. So that's what I'm talking about. Trying to just stack wins, building your portfolio, just get it rolling rather than forcing stuff and trying to get too greedy. Obviously, that's the last thing we want to do. But let me see about some other stocks. Target, for example. I've seen in the last 3 months, typically is trading at 105, 106, down to 90, above 95. Whereas right now it's trading for 94.23. So if we wanted to figure out a price that we'd want, so let's do $93 put, which has a break even of 89.82. That is great value. If you want to buy into that stock right now, then why would you not sell a put and either get paid premium, or you buy in an even better deal and then have all that upside for when the stock goes up? Because there's instances where I've had, I think 2 months ago, I was in Snapchat, and when it was down to, I think it was down to like $8, and I sold some puts, and so I was able to get a break even of like $7. Well, yeah, when it was down here, and then it went up, I was able to make a big gain and capitalize on that opportunity. Well, that's how selling puts works. And give this a like if this clicked for you. Subscribe for more option breakdowns, and I'll catch you in the next one.